Hello and welcome to my channel, AMZ TV. Oh my God, I am so excited right now. I am so excited because the guest that I have on today, and I know some of you can already see him, you're probably trying to make out his face, but he needs no introduction because a lot of us came through him. A lot of us, and I'm saying 70 to 80%, maybe even 90. I can even stretch it that far, that a lot of us in Nollywood as we know it today came from this man. Okay. A lot of people describe him as the Sheikh. A lot of people describe him as the Doyen. A lot of people, I call him Presido. A lot of us call him Presido. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce our presido, ZEB Ejiro. Welcome to my channel. How are you, sir?
Thank you so much. Thank you, Amazing. I'm so glad to see you. So glad to see you after such a long time. And I must say, you are looking smashing. You're looking so beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, please. I know a lot of producers out there now will be fighting so hard to bring you back into the industry because we really missed you and we want you back.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Thank you, especially coming from you, because this man right here is the kingmaker. When they talk about kingmakers, actually, he's the kingmaker of the kingmakers. Are you guys getting it? He is the kingmaker of the kingmakers. Oh my God. Presido, it's an honor. It's an honor to have you. And, I love you because you've always supported me. You've always supported me. Always, always. And that means a lot to me.
Thank you.
You have all
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir. So no matter what I'm going to ask you, you've been asked before. So I'm just going to, go with the flow. You're hanging with me today. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's AMZ TV. And if you're listening on my podcast, it's Amez Live. So how did it start, this love for your craft, for making magic? That's what I'm going to call it, because you make magic. You have the Midas touch. Where did it start from? This love for movie making, for TV, for drama, that flair, where did it come from?
Well, I would like to start by saying thank you to my mother. She's late now, because she started all this for us, for Chico, my brother, and I, when we were growing up in Equatorial Guinea, so she was so addicted to movies. We were so little there, so she would take us to the cinema to watch movies and all that. I think that is exactly where we picked up the idea, developed the idea that, look, we're going to be in this industry. We're going to make a name in this industry. And when I came into this industry, I just told myself straight away that I don't want to be in front of the camera. I would like to be a power behind the camera. Yeah. And that is exactly what I've done over the years, So when we came to Nigeria, NTA were looking for writers all over the country. So there was this publication on Nigerian Television Authority Network saying that if you can write a play, why don't you apply? We're going to train you. I did, and I wrote a piece titled "Put My Ring on My Grave," and I was picked. I was about 47 people were picked all over the country. Wow. Out of about 5,000 people that applied. So, and that is how I met my colleagues like Andy Amenechi, Bondi Merua, Sule, and all those guys there. So we went through the training. We were trained by BBC, and all that. Then when we graduated, I now created one of the biggest and most powerful soap opera titled Ripples.
Ripples. I'm a product of Ripples. Hello, people. Okay.
And of course, we picked powerful actors, to do ripples, and of course you were one of them.
That is so true. Everybody came through ripples. Do your research, people. I'm telling you. I mean, I can start calling the name. There's just so many. So let's see. There's me, of course, your girl, and then there's Richard. There's RMD. There's
Yeah.
who?
Alex Osifo Miabo.
Alex Osifo Miagbo.
Yeah,
Jennifer, the late Jennifer Okere. So many.
Jennifer Okere.
Yes.
Barbara Suki, and of course,
I mean, come on.
Clara Chukura, and all of them. Yeah.
That is this man. I told you guys, he's the kingmaker of the kingmakers. Do you see what I'm saying? He makes the kingmakers. You have left such magic and very deep footprints that it's tough. It will be tough to fill your shoes. I mean, he brought, everyone knows Chico Ejiro, that's his younger brother, who, again, we're going to have him on the show. Yeah. Okay. And then you have Peter, your other brother. I mean, it's like the Ejiro. There was a time everyone is like, every production is always the Ejiro. In fact, someone even asked me, like, do they own, is it like, do they own MTA? Do they own, you know? I'm like, they're just gifted. It's what they do.
You know, let me just tell you one brief story. One day, somebody called me and said, you know, the person was so angry and said, how can you come to my house and shoot without notice? You understand? And I mean, how can you do that? You know? And I said, please, what production is that? The person called the production. I said, not my production. I don't even know anything about production. The guy said, well, are you not the one doing the production in the country? Everything about movies, you
But it's true.
You know,
it is true.
I just burst into, like, you know, I was laughing and saying, okay, no problem. So we are sorry. Let me apologize on behalf of those people. You understand? Anyway, we give God the glory. Thank God for the wonderful thing that He's done for us. You understand? And God has been able to use us to be able to discover a lot of talented people, you know, in this country today. And we are still doing that today. And it's giving us the power, the ability to stay in the business and continue to still discover, you know, young men and women who are so talented.
Yeah. You know, there's so many firsts with you, because when Ripples came up, we had never seen anything like that before. It was different. It was, you know, to a lot of people, and even till date, it was the glamour, the storyline, it pulls you in and sucks you in and grips you. You know, you brought a difference to that sphere, you know, of TV, soap opera on TV. It was just different. From the theme song to the montage to, it was like, you know, it can rival any soap opera internationally. It can, you know, the beautiful people, beautiful clothes. You packaged, you did. Ripples was a trendsetter. After Ripples came others. He was a trendsetter, you know. Yes, we've had some other soaps before then, but they were, I'm not trying to undermine what they did before you, but I'm just saying that you brought a kind of flair, you brought a kind of glamour, you know, you brought, you know, it was just different. It was just different. Another thing with you that I do remember is at the time that in the Nigerian movie or industry, when cinema going wasn't, it wasn't popular, it wasn't as popular, you revived it with Domitila. You did. I remember.
Yeah.
You know, you did.
I did.
And that also just, you did. And it just broke boundaries. You revived. I can confidently say that you revived the cinema going culture in Nigeria. You did. You did. Domitila came and just, you did. Because at the time Domitila came, cinema going in Nigeria wasn't existent. you know, and now you're going to do the part two or the remake of Domitila. How is that going? Why did you want to do it? Why did you want to do a remake of Domitila?
Well, you know, Domitila, like you rightly said, Domitila, when we did Domitila, you know, broke all records. Domitila was shown in 10 cinema houses simultaneously for 3 weeks. We held Nigeria hostage for that 3 weeks.
You did.
So, yes, so there have been demands all over the place to say, please, we need to see Domitila again. We need to do Domitila again, you know. So I said, why not? So this, for years, people have been calling me, telling me, Ejiro, I go say, ZEB, I think you should do Domitila again and all that. So, and luckily, this is time for rebooting movies. You know, a lot of people, a lot of producers are rebooting movies now. They just did The Living in Bondage. And if you go to America, they've just done Lion King. And so many, Aladdin, there are so many, you know, remakes today. So we now said, why not? This is time to do it.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, good. And you know my style. I like to do, I'm not one that will rush to location, you know, just because I want to make a movie. Each time I want to make a movie, I want to take my time and make it a powerful movie. So I said, well, if Domitila broke all records years back, this time around, we want to raise the bar in such a way that no other movies will be able to meet that standard. So I decided to partner with Film One Entertainment. Film One Entertainment, I must tell you, is the biggest cinema distribution company in Nigeria and you know Africa. So, and I'm partnering again with.
Oh my God, we're dealing with sound here.
Induni is owned by Omodeboli, one of our stars here. So we are all partnering together to make Domitila one of the biggest ever, as it's coming from Africa to the world.
So that's why I'm doing it. Presido, I need you to say that again because your sound went off and it froze. So you're partnering with Film One and who else?
I'm partnering with Film One and Induni Vision. Induni Vision is owned by Omodeboli.
Okay. Okay. Oh. So you were saying, I was asking you, so why Domitila? Why now? Why the remake?
Yeah, like I was saying, you know, after we did Domitila so many years ago and the team broke all cinema records, for the first time in the history of movie making in Nigeria, Domitila went to 10 cinema houses or shown in 10 cinema houses simultaneously. It's never been done before then. Yeah. So, you know, Madame thought that, oh, okay, I think it is time to do a sequel because people have been stopping us, asking us, look, you need to do it again. It was a big hit. We need to see it again, especially now that, you know, producers, you know, all over the world, especially in America, are doing, you know, reboots of, you know, classics, you know. So, like, you know, Lion King has been done again, Aladdin, and all those kind of movies, they are doing them again. And here in Nigeria, they're only living in bondage and all that. So people, the pressure, you know, pressure came so hard that we just said, okay, why not? It is time for us to do Domitila the sequel. But this time around, we want to do something huge, something different, something so big. We want to make it the biggest movie coming out of Nigeria to the world. So I decided to partner with the biggest cinema distribution company in Nigeria, Film One, and of course, another production company, one of the best. Also, their movies are on Netflix as I speak to you in Vision, that is owned by one of our stars, So these three companies have come together to make the Domitila sequel because we want to make it the biggest movie coming from Africa to the world.
That is good. And I can see that happening because it's coming from you. I see that. And now you've partnered with, people that are also buying into your dream. You are a visionary. You are. Because you take risks, but then you take calculated risks that break boundaries and create an advancement for the industry, the movie industry. I mean, way before Nollywood as we know it today, there was the Nigerian home videos. And I remember, oh my God, I admire you so much. I remember one of the Igbo speaking movies. Oh God. Which was that Neka? Was that Neka, the Pretty Serpent?
Well, well, I did 5 Igbo movies.
Okay.
I did Make Up the Pretty Serpent.
Mm-hmm.
I did Igbo Passion.
Passion.
Yeah, I did Fatal Desire, and of course I did Ikuku.
Ikuku, that's the man. He did all this. This you guys don't know. I'm speaking to the kingmaker of the kingmakers. Oh God. Yes, he did. And I remember then when you were on set, I was like, you don't speak Igbo. How are you? But that's the kind of person you are. You're not, you like challenges and you conquer them, And those movies are all big movies. They're all big trendsetter movies. This was
they were all huge movies. Very huge.
Huge. These are movies before Nollywood as we know it today. This was Nigerian home videos. Oh my God, I remember. Another, I really admire. You're such a trendsetter. I also remember a movie you did with Hilda Dokubo about AIDS. That's the one with.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did the movie titled Goodbye Tomorrow, where I launched stars like Saint Obi and of course Hilda Dokubo.
Yes.
And that movie was bankrolled. That movie was bankrolled by World Bank and of course the Ministry of Health, Nigeria. Was wonderful. It was
big. It was big, and that was when no one had really tackled that issue. Well, they probably have, but you see, the thing is, when you come on the scene, it makes the others look like child's play. Because it was no. It's the truth.
Oh my God, don't let them broke my head.
Oh no, you're saying all this, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Because, and let me tell you why I'm saying this. I remember that movie because during production, there was a time when even production kind of stalled because the main character could not. And you had the option of bringing someone else in. See, you know me, I know the story now. But the
oh my God, you
I know now.
That's wonderful.
Yes, because I was there. I know, and I remember asking you because you had options to, like, some other person would have gone a different way and say, hey, look, I'm just gonna revamp my production, and get a new person or something like that, But you're so professional. It was about the end product. Because I remember I asked you, I'm like, you could have done this. You're like, it's about the products. This is what we started. And this is the person I believe can deliver my vision. And all that noise is just background noise. That wowed me. You're very professional. Especially
Thank you so much.
It's the truth. It's the truth. You might not know, that's the thing, but I was listening to you. I was, because I remember I asked you, because everyone was like, forget it, let him go with this way. You still went. That's professionalism. That's you having a vision, having a goal, and working towards it. You were not swayed by the background noise. You were not. And today,
thank you so much.
It launched the career of your lead and everyone in that. It's great. And then you even relaunched careers of other people like Barbara Soki. You brought her back. Again, you might think someone like me, because also being a filmmaker myself, there are people, and you're one of the people that influenced me. You did. you know, because I watched how you're very dedicated to the craft. You are.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God. My head is going to burst now, please. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all this. Thank you.
What is the truth though? Guys, I'm telling you, because in this industry, people are very fickle. You know, sometimes when things are not going the way you want them to, people just go somewhere else. But it's all about the end product. And having worked with even other people outside the country, for people that love their craft, especially people behind the camera, you know, I find people, you know, in that the production, the crew, they need an end product. Because there's a lot of work. There's a lot of, you know, sweat and blood that goes into it, that you need a finished product, and you don't want to be swayed by sentiments. People are fickle. People, you know, going from here to here to here. But that's something I took from you. You are. And you're very humble. You're so humble.
Oh my God. Oh, but well, you know, I try to be who I am. I try to respect everybody. I try to treat people the same way that I want, you know, to be treated. And my background is, you know, help, you know, where growing up, my mother, you know, would tell us that, look, you have to respect people. You know, you don't matter, you don't know where you're going to meet them someday, somewhere. You know, no matter who the person is, whether it's rich, it's big, it's small, whatever, you need to accord people their due respect. So that is what I do. So I try as much as possible when I work, I respect everybody. I listen a lot. I like to listen to people, listen to their problems, and see how we can solve it. That is who I am. And I think that is, you know, that has been keeping me going for so many years now. I thank God for that.
You are. You're very personable. And there's something you said now that you do listen. You do. You do. I remember even back in the days of Ripples. Oh my God. I'm thinking of Omar Sabua. I think about you see, I'm going way back because I don't tell where we know now. Not today.
You know, at times some people stop you and said, don't you remember the same way? I was in Ripples. I said, oh my God, you were Ripples.
We plenty, not me today, we plenty. And we could all just go into your office and you listen to everyone. Even if after everybody, you're the one that would come behind, even, you know, like, you okay? Is everything all right? You know, I noticed you were not talking. I noticed you were quiet today. That is you. I noticed all those things. And that's why there's such a goodwill towards you, because you have touched many lives. If we start to count, let me go to our pitching. If we start to count all the people that came through you, is it our director of, the president of Directors Guild of Nigeria? Is it Fred Amata we're talking about? Is it Kepi? I can go on and on. Oh, hey, Shola Fosudo. You want me to start counting the names?
The list is long because when people ask me, you know, how many people have you helped in the industry? I said I cannot count anymore because the list is so long.
Too long.
It's so long, so long. And you know, each time I just thank God for using me, you understand, to be able to launch people. You know, it's not by my power. I didn't do it by my own power. It is, you know, the great man up there that used me to launch all these people. And I meet most of them sometime or the other, and they appreciate it, you understand. And a lot of people, when they pick the awards, they always say, look, I dedicate this award to ZEB Ejiro for giving me the chance to be who I am today and all kind of thing. And that for me is more than £1 million. You understand, telling you. So, yeah, I'm grateful. And thank you very much for you to take us back, call it all these names.
Back all the way. All the way, all the way. Yes. Yes, I remember. I remember. So, you know, at the beginning of this hangout, that's what I call it. It's not so much an interview, we're just hanging out. What how do you know someone that has the X factor? What are you looking for? What is that it factor? What do you look for? How do you know? Because there have been so many, like we were saying just now, there's so many people you have launched their careers. But what is it you look for? How do you know those that have the it factor?
Well, what I do is, once, first of all, because I'm a producer, I'm a director, I'm also a writer. When I walk or drive, go to a party, or be with people, I study their characters. I look at them, the way they behave. I look at the situation. You understand? And that is how I pick my stars. So when I want to create anything, I always, look for somebody that can play a particular character I've seen somewhere before. That is how I pick my stars. But then again, if you are bold enough to walk into my office to tell me that, look, Seb, I want to act, and I think I can be a movie, first of all will make me want to audition you. Because for you to be bold enough to walk into my office to say, look, Seb, I want to act, there must be something. There must be something. There must be something there. So I try to give those kind of people attention and audition them. And if I see little talent, I work so hard to develop it. I help them to build it up. I help them to develop it. So most times they call me teacher. So that is why when people come for my audition, they're so relaxed, because I'll give everybody the same opportunity, the same time, the same thing to do, so that you don't go out there and say, look, I was not giving fair, judgment or fair trial or whatever. So that is what I do. I try to help people, because people are gifted. You need to help some. There's some find it difficult to be able to identify where their specialty is. But I always try to help them. So I look and I tell them, say, look, you're going to go in this area, or you're going to go. And it's not just actors, producers, directors. Most of the directors in the industry today, they pass through my hands. Most of the writers, most of the cinematographers, soundtrackers and what have you. So I just, I enjoy it, giving people opportunity to be able to, build their talent.
Oh my God. Another name just popped into my head now, Motola. Again, that's the discovery of it. You see, you're laughing. I know all these things. I'm just thinking that the stable, I mean, we'll see. We all just, yeah. Some idea just popped into my head. I'm not going to tell you guys, but just talking to you, I was saying 1995. No, it'd be like saying 99. 99% of the people in Nollywood as we know it today came through you. I'm just thinking the big stars, they've come through you.
Well,
I mean, I'm
maybe not.
Sure. I mean, the names go on and on. I'm seeing these are people. The thing is, back in those days, and I know it's still like that, because when I visited, your place is the place to see if ZEB if ZEB notices you, and like you said, you give everybody a fair chance, you do. But if ZEB pays attention to you, you're made. Love that. You're on your way up. When presido, everybody calls you presido, because that's who you are. That's who you are. You nurture people. You've nurtured talents, and we're all doing our different things now, but we all owe it to you. We do, really. All those big mega stars in Hollywood right now came from you. The producers, I can't say it enough. People might be, they don't do now. No, the more I talk to you, I'm just remembering all the, people that came through your stable. Fortunes went on to be very big. That came from you. Those are people you nurtured. That is your stable. So, and that also launched many stars.
Ramsey Noah,
Dolly,
Liz Benson,
come on.
Launched,
it's you. It's you. You just need to take a bow. You've done great. I'm curious though.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know your brothers also. I mean, everyone knows Chico. Everyone knows Peter because, you know, these are people I've also worked with, and God willing, they would also be on this platform so I can also hang with them. Um, how, uh, did any of your, you know, aside from your brothers, did any of your kids want to follow your footsteps?
Yeah, of course. You know, my first girl, my first daughter, she's Zeno. Zeno is a documentary producer. She's one of the best documentary producers in the country today. You understand?
Amen.
She used to work for Kaftan TV as a documentary producer, but now she has gone independent, so she's doing her own job herself
Hey,
now.
is
And of course, she's going to
girl.
work with me doing the shooting of Dormitory. She's going to be with me there and all
Oh my
that.
God, little
So
you know.
she's taking yes. And also, my son, Marvin. Marvin is one of the best, you know, editors, film editor in the country here today.
Wow.
You understand? So we're working together to launch some new TV series. You know, want to put on the TV and web series actually that we're trying to create.
Right.
Yes, I mean, my children, some of them are there, some of them are picking up the job, but
Right.
the other ones are busy picking up whatever they want.
They're doing
And
their
that kind
thing.
of I'm not going to force anybody to come into the entertainment industry. It's whatever you want to do, you know, you do. You need to pick your own area, like I did. You understand? My mother did not force me. In fact, she encouraged me. So I need to encourage them as well, whatever they have chosen to do.
That's nice. Oh my God, you're such a, you know, you're a father of many, of we plenty. It's not, it's not just the blood kids. We plenty where we're all vying for your attention. We plenty. It's such a good thing. It's such a good thing. So what do you tell new people coming up, new filmmakers, new, younger filmmakers coming up? I think you have a training, you have a film school, right?
I have a film school, yeah. I have a film school. I have
Okay.
a film school. It's called ZEB Film Academy,
Okay.
where we train people in areas like scripting, cinematography, directing, and production management and whatever. And most of our graduates are now in the field, working, doing big things and all that. Because you know, I have to give back to the society or people or the young ones what the great man up there has given to me. So that is what I'm doing. And yeah, and for the young people, what I usually tell them is that you know you have to do one thing at a time. And if you come into the movie industry, you need to look for an area that you are so strong that you can make an impact. Then, as you grow, you can delve into other areas. So I tell them, you know, I usually give them, I have I call it 4 cardinal points of success. What I used to tell them. And the 4 cardinal points of success is one, that you have, everybody's gifted. So you have to use your head all the time and think, look at that area where God has blessed you and develop on it. That is one. Then two, you have to work hard. So if you have discovered that area, you have to work hard to make it blossom. And because nothing good comes easy or cheap, so you have to work hard. Then number three is that you have to persevere because there'll be ups and downs. You understand? It gets to a point where you want to give up, but you don't give up. Because for each hurdle that you cross, you are close to your destination. So that's the third one. And the last one I tell them is that you have to pray. You have to have everything and put it in the hands of the Creator himself. Then the sky can never be your limit. In fact, the sky will be your stepping stone because you go further than the sky. That's what I usually tell.
Wow. Wow. Powerful words. Powerful words from a legend. Powerful words from a legend. That is who you are, sir. That is so great. That is so great. One thing I also notice about you is not just knowing the production aspect, the filmmaking, you also know it's important because I've heard you also talk about this. It's good to know the business of filmmaking. How important is that to know the business of filmmaking? You know, the business of making, because not just making the movie, you also need to know the back end, how the business of it, the way to make money, you know, the business of filmmaking. How important is that?
Very important. I tell people that, first of all, a producer, for me, a producer is a businessman, through and through. A producer is a businessman. From the one that you intend to go to the location, what should be behind the back of your mind is how I'm going to make money. I'm going to make money. I'm going to make big money so that I can stay in business and continue to make big movies. So a producer for me is a businessman through and through. So what I do is I look at the end from the beginning. So what I do is that I look at my market. I look at the possible market that are available, and I see what is trending at that particular time. And I fashion my work, you know, towards that trend that is at that particular time. So that is why in Dormitory, for example, yes, some of the ladies like Anita Manze and co will appear, but they're not going to play the major roles. They're going to play, they're going to be there. So we are going for the story that is trending in Nigeria now when it comes to young women.
Right.
So we've got to, exactly. So we're going to get young girls that are hot. I mean hot, very hot.
Hot. Sizzling.
Yes.
Presido, you know your business.
Yeah, very hot girls.
Yes.
We're going to get, you understand? And, you know, because we want to make it, because the story we want to tell is a story that is trending today amongst, you know, young women.
Yes, yes.
So, yes. So that's what we are doing. So that is what I do. I look at the business critically, before I start the creative side.
Wow.
So that is what I do.
Yes, yes, because I've heard you talk about it again. Again, I've been listening to you. I'm your protege. I've been listening to you. It is, it's true. You have influenced me in some ways. You did, in many ways, actually. Because I've heard you say the business of the business is important, you know. It's not just the creativity, and a lot of people go to that. The business, you need to understand the business of show business.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Creativity dies if you cannot sustain yourself in the business.
That is true.
It dies.
It dies.
All those wonderful ideas get congealed in your head.
It will go anywhere.
So you have to think about the business side so that you can create more. Because if the business is flourishing, wow, your brain will be so open that you'll be creating something. You create something, you imagine, oh my God,
That is
did
so
I create?
Oh my God, that is such a creativity dies. If there's no way to sustain.
It will die in your head there. Oh my God.
It will die in your head.
It will die there, seriously. You know, so you have to be able to make money to stay in business, to be able to create more.
Oh my God, that is too funny. But that is true though. Oh my God, no matter how creative you are, you have to be able to sustain it. Or the thing will die.
Exactly.
That is so good. That is, oh my God, these are words of wisdom. This is really, really big. Thank you so much. I mean, I admire you. I respect you. You have my, oh my God, you have my utmost regard because, and you've earned it. I'm just saying the truth though. This is why you're thanking me. I'm just saying the truth. You've left footprints in the sand. You have.
Thank you.
So no matter anyone coming out, dress matters, dazzle, you, and that's why you're still in the business. There's you have sustainability because again you understand show business. You do. You did.
Thank you so much.
I can't wait for
Thank you.
Domitilla. I can just imagine. I mean, look at, and Domitilla is we're expecting it next year. It's already, the buzz is it's in the air. Where I mean, see, that's the business I'm talking about. The man knows his business.
Exactly. Exactly. You
The
know,
man knows
that's
his
the
business.
business. That's the business side. So what we're trying to do next is we are trying to create cult followers.
Yes.
People who will follow us, follow till early next year. Understand? So the media becomes part of them, they become part of the material. They can't do without the material. They want to watch the material. That's why we are creating all this awareness. By end of August, we are launching another set of promos, something different, unique that no one has done before. So in September, we're going to launch something else. This in November, just October, November, just like that. It goes on and on and on until the movie is released.
Yeah.
So by the time the movie is released, definitely we'll be having nothing less than 3-4 million people waiting for it. You know.
I see that happening. It's you. You did it before. You did it before. You're gonna just make another. You know, you're just gonna do it again, bigger and better this time. You've done it before. You know, you've done it. Domitilla single-handedly revived the movie-going culture in Nigeria. I stand by that. You revived the cinema culture. You did. You did. Ah, Presido, you know, we could talk forever, but we cannot talk forever. You're going to have to come back so we can talk some more. But I just, oh my God, thank you for hanging with me. Any last word? Any last word? What is the last word before, you know, I always ask people for last word. What is your last word?
The last one I want to say here is that we need you back in Nollywood. You have to come back in Nollywood. We miss you so much.
Oh.
You are a great actress, one of the best we've ever created, we ever, discovered in this country. So I'm telling you, it's not for me alone because a lot of people keep asking where is Amazing. Amazing must come back because you are one of our best. That is my last one. So please, I want you back.
Okay. Okay. If Presido wants me back, I'm coming back. So I'm back. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Again, you've been watching my wonderful, wonderful guest, ZEB Ejiro Presido. Okay. He is, like I mean, come on. This is a legend I'm talking to here. And we're going to have him back. So if you've been watching, this is AMZ TV with Ameze. And if it is, I don't know what I just did with my screen now. I just moved something. But, oh, Lord, that is the thing with. Anyway, we'll just keep this up. We'll keep this. We'll keep doing this. And if you're listening, I'm doing a whole lot of things to my screen, but that's okay. And if you're listening, it's on my podcast, Ameze Live. So until I come your way again, please be kind, be blessed, and be safe. Sir, thank you so much. And of course, you know you're coming back now, Presido. You know now. Mwah.
Anytime. Anytime.
Take care.
Anytime.
Bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good night rest, okay?
You too.